hopefully it's back in time for the Patriots to fly to Nashville tomorrow to take on the Titans on Sunday. We got Nashville-type weather around here the last couple of days, Stephen.
We do. It's been kind of warm out. Yesterday was the warmer day. Today's looking at pretty warm conditions overall. We'll be approaching that record high, which is 78, set back in 1974. Wow. Right now, last check, we're at 73, so we have a couple more hours of the daytime heating. So gonna be a close call. Might actually tie it or break that record again for this afternoon. But then after that, much cooler air on the way for the weekend. So the warmth does not last, and here's Providence. See the blue sky developing, and those clouds are pushing their way through, and any sprinkles that we've been seeing across the area for the morning hours, those are moving through as well. It's all with a cold front that is making its way eastward. Now, today, of course, we've been talking about this the last several days. Red flag warning continues through this evening. Gusty winds, dry conditions. Again, just avoid outdoor burning and be careful with what you do with any of that, smoke hazardous material outside. So again, avoid that. Temperatures in the 70s across the board from Smithfield to Providence to Taunton, 71 in New Bedford, a little bit cooler at Newport, 68, and also in Westerly, 66. So notice the wind direction out of the southwest, very gusty out there. Those gusts as high as about 15, 20, even up to 30 miles per hour in some cases. So this will continue for the rest of the day, and eventually these winds out of the southwest will shift to more of a northwest flow later on this evening, and that means much cooler and drier air returning to our area. Notice the leftover sprinkles tracking on through. This is very light in nature. This isn't really doing anything to help the dryness that we've been seeing across the area for the last several weeks, really. Three key things. Again, near record warmth today. We're watching that high temperature for this afternoon. Much cooler for Saturday and Sunday, and that red flag warning does continue. And I do expect it to continue, or at least to some extent, as we go into the weekend with just that sustained dry conditions continuing. Here's the wide view of the weather setup. High pressure off to the west. Here's that cold front pretty much just to the west of us. It's going to be continuing to push on eastward through the next few hours, and we'll notice that cooler feel as we approach the evening hours. Notice you can kind of see the difference in temperatures. 50s across parts of the interior parts of the Northeast. Pittsburgh seeing 54. Notice the 70s along the eastern seaboard here. That's where the cold front again is now tracking through, so it's not too far away from some cooler air that works in later on tonight and into the weekend. So here's that cold front once again pushing through. Behind it, we'll see some sunshine for this afternoon, but again, those gusty winds shift to more of a northwest flow, bringing in that colder, drier air, especially for later tonight. Our low temperatures later on this evening tonight, we'll be back into the 40s for when you wake up tomorrow, then only getting in the 50s for the afternoon hours on Saturday. So although Saturday's a nice dry day, it'll be breezy and much more of that fall cooler feel that we should be seeing for this time of year. So that'll continue for Saturday and really into Sunday as well. Not seeing any weather concerns all weekend long as high pressure controls our weather, but keeps us on the cool side as that wind direction will be funneling in some cooler and drier air from Canada. So again, looking pretty good for the weekend, just a little bit cooler, which is what we should be expecting this time of year. Wind gusts for the rest of the day, looking at up to 20 to 30 miles per hour. Notice the wind shifts later on this afternoon out of the northwest. So again, that cooler feel will arrive later on today and especially tonight and into the weekend. So definitely keep those extra layers handy as we go through the next couple of days. The full 7-day forecast, though, does show some warmer temperatures for next week, seeing those 60s and 70s pop back up around Election Day on Tuesday, upper 60s to near 70, mild and dry, and then looking at 70 on Wednesday. And maybe not quite as warm as the last couple of days, but certainly those temperatures continue to kind of ride that roller coaster with the ups and downs that we see. And again, clocks go back on Saturday night.
50s are tolerable, right?
Not too bad.
Could be worse.
Could be much chillier, yeah. We'll take it.
Thank you, Stephen. Here's a look at the stories working on today.